Hello, Facebook. Hello, aesthetic students. We're live. Woo! Hello, everyone out there. We are going to give you guys some time to get logged in. Emily Page is watching. Hi, Emily. Thanks for logging in. These are our lovely aesthetic students. Hi, Caitlin. Caitlin Kinnick just logged in. She's starting cosmetology in less than 2 weeks. So, yay! Hi, Caitlin. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so we have Mallory Miller. Hey, Mallory Miller. She just started aesthetics this week. Hello. Mrs. Steyer just logged in and said, hi, SD ladies. Hi, all right. Hi, guys. All right. So, aesthetic students are going to be teaching you guys some makeup tips and some skincare tips. So to give you guys some time and other viewers some time to get logged in, I'm going to have these lovely ladies introduce themselves. Maybe tell us your name, your expected grad date, because all of you guys are about to graduate, and maybe what your favorite thing about the aesthetics program has been so far. So Miss Mallory, do you mind if we start with you?
Yes. Hi, I'm Mallory Popal. I will be graduating on the 27th. And my favorite thing, actually, shockingly, has been waxing. I love to wax.
And what were your thoughts on waxing when you toured with me before you started?
I was like, oh, I have to learn that? Okay, I'm never going to off the wax when I was on. Yeah, now I want to be a waxing specialist. So, yeah.
Awesome. Great feedback. Miss Elise.
Hi, I'm Elise Fossler. My estimated graduation date is the 31st of this month, so coming up. And then my favorite part about the program definitely has been the chemistry and science behind skincare. That was never something that I thought that I would be so interested and passionate about, and it's really cool to dive down into that and get more interested into like what is in skincare.
Absolutely. Awesome.
Hi, my name is Erica Gomez, and my graduation date is March 31st. And I just liked everything from the program. Like, I was just coming to get licensed to be able to perform lash lifts, but I learned to love facials as well.
Awesome. Good answer. I like that you love everything.
I'm Caitlin Long. My school name is Kate, so I go by that. But my favorite thing about the program is, gosh, these girls meeting like-minded people that are empathetic and just love this industry. People that come here, they have a passion for it and they want to succeed. And it's just so fun to be a part of cheering everybody on and being a part of this team. So I love it. And I'm also graduating on the 24th, so only 2 more weeks. And I'm sad. So it's been great. I've loved it so much.
Good. It's exciting, but it is sad. And I love when it's sad, it means you guys, sorry about the keys here. When it's sad, it means you guys have had a great experience. So we love seeing that. All right. Well, we've got over 20 viewers on. Thank you everyone for logging in. Please, in about maybe 5 minutes, start submitting questions. These ladies want to answer any questions you guys have. But right now we're going to transition to Erica. She's going to be doing, actually, Miss Elise, why don't you tell us what Erica's going to be doing on Kate?
So Erica's going to be doing a warm, natural sort of glam look today on Kate. And we have a picture for an example.
Okay, so that is the inspiration. And then people always make it their own. So, all right. So, Erica, what have you done so far on Kate? And then what is your next step?
I already applied the prime for her eye. That's going to actually intensify the color a little bit and have it stay on longer. And now I'm just going to go ahead and do like a transition color right on the crease of the eye.
Okay.
And just build up from there.
Okay, and then maybe as you're doing that and we're watching you apply that, Kate, do you mind explaining kind of the sanitation policy rules process for us?
Sure. So, obviously we're in COVID times and we are super safe here. We make sure everything is sanitized, cavicided. We are even sanitizing doorknobs every hour. We do it all because we want our clients to be safe and healthy. So in addition to that, while we're not offering makeup currently at the school to clients, when we're practicing in the classroom, they've taught us a really safe way to keep our palettes clean and sanitized. So this is a ghost. Here, I'll make one too. You just crumple up a piece of Kleenex and put it in another one, and you've got a little ghost.
Boo!
And then you can just go ahead and put it in your shadow, and then use a brush brush on the Kleenex instead of your actual palette. So, yeah,
Awesome.
way safer.
Pretty nifty. Okay. I know Mrs. Steyer. She does a lot of the makeup classes here at Capitol. I've seen her teach that and stress the importance of that quite a bit. So, all right.
So I'll go ahead and get started. So it's just, you just lift it up a little bit and start just placing it on the crease. And this is our transition color.
This makes me so scared. I am not good with eyeshadow, so I am selfishly.
Eyeshadows,
Okay.
sorry, is
No.
the blending.
Okay.
You need to blend
Yeah.
to make those colors stand out, especially when you start building on it. You need to make sure you're blending.
And what's the key in blending? Like, what are some tips you have for good blending?
For on the crease that I do, you apply the shadow. Just apply it where you want it. And just kind of like a back and forth motion. You can even do circles. Just start blending it and lifting it a little bit up. And if you can see that, how it starts blending up.
I already feel like I've learned something very exciting. So while Erica's showing us this, how do you explain the look again, Elise?
A nice, warm, natural glam.
Warm, natural glam look. Elise and Mallory are going to give you guys some skincare tips, some tips on how to prepare for the aesthetics program if you are a future student. So I'm just going to show who's talking. Miss Mallory, I'm going to have you start because you are a mom.
Yes.
And we had some people ask about tips and tricks for having a quick skincare routine
Okay.
and just being a mom in the program. So if you want to elaborate on that, that'd be wonderful.
Actually, going into this program, I wasn't using Image products. I switched over to Image, and that has made my routine so much easier, especially the cleansing part of it. All of Image's cleansers are a makeup remover, a toner, and a cleanser all in one.
Oh,
so
wow.
if you're using 3 different products to get that off, you cut down to 1 step anyways. So in the morning, like for example, I use the Max cleanser, and then I use Aromatic serum, and then I use the Max eye cream, and then I finish with the MD, and that's all, the MD SPF. So that's all. I have 4 simple steps. There's no dry time in between it. Just put it on, bam, 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 you're done. Takes me about 3 minutes. So
Wow. And that checks off all your skincare boxes, which is those 4 products. Very cool. And how have you juggled being in this program that's full-time, pretty demanding? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. How have you juggled that and kiddos?
Backup. You need backups for your backups for your backups, especially with COVID. If you're starting in the future, great. It's going to be nicer weather with the snow days and stuff like that. I have struggled. My kids had cold days and babysitters have even canceled. So you need to have backups for your backups, because what they don't tell you is, or what I didn't realize is, if you do, like, you are allowed to miss a certain amount of days, but when you miss those days, when your program drops down to 2 days a week, you're not just here for 2 days then. You're still here for 4. So if you don't miss any days, then you get those 2 days a week versus
I
being
see.
here for 4.
So when you're saying backup, you're saying backup babysitters.
Yes,
Backup
backup
to your
babysitters,
backups.
yes.
Okay. Good tips. Any updates for us, Erica? Or
Yes,
still-
now I just used a little bit darker eyeshadow to kind of intensify the outer corner of the eye. Usually what I do here is just kind of like a C motion, back and forth, to kind of add that depth to it and intensify that color on the eyes.
C for capital?
Yes, of course.
So Caitlin asked, what makeup brush are you using for the crease?
For the crease is a blending brush. Any blending brush kind of with this kind of tip,
Okay.
and then you can deposit the color with the tip and then just go ahead and start blending. So it's just a blending brush.
Okay. What are the best makeup brands you use? Anyone can participate in.
My favorite is the TNT Cosmetic brands on brushes.
Okay.
I am a fan as well as the morphine brushes are really good as well, and they're not that expensive, so they're good to start off as well. I don't know if you guys want to add to those.
I didn't use Glow before starting school, but I actually really, really love their shadows. I found I have used shadows that are more pigmented, but I actually like Glows because they are quite a bit pigmented, but they're really good for buildable. So
And they blend
yes,
so well.
yes, they blend really well. Whereas a lot of those really pigmented colors that you can find at, you know, $5 Target pickup or whatever, they get the color on there, but you're not gonna get that. Yeah, you're not gonna get that soft blend, and that's when you get the boxy look of color, color, color instead of a nice transition.
So that's what I'm doing wrong. One of the many things. Okay. Ooh, what are you doing now?
I am adding the shimmer just to the lid of the eye, just patting it. I don't want to rub this in or blend this. I just want to pat it so I can intensify it, and then the outer of it I will go ahead and blend. So it's just kind of like a pat to deposit that color there.
You explain this very well. I like this.
Thank you.
And Kate, I hope you have a really hot date tonight because you are looking good. Okay, well, Miss Elise had some homework.
I did.
Elise, what are you telling us about tonight?
Well, I just kind of want to talk to you guys about the program and kind of what to know to prepare for sure. I would say one of the biggest things that I kind of wish I knew more about when I started was to be so patient with your own skin. Being in school, you are doing all of the treatments on each other. That's how you learn, and that's what's so amazing about it is you're getting that hands-on experience right away. But, you know, as amazing as getting like a few facials a week sounds, it is a lot for your skin. And so, you know, you might break out, you might have some irritation, but you learn so much about your own skin that in the end you are improving yourself as well as other people's skin. But it's important, at least that I struggled with. I was getting so frustrated, like, oh, why am I breaking out? Why am I like experiencing all this? Shouldn't it all be clear now? Like, we're here, let's make it go away. But being patient with yourself is really going to help you learn how to be patient with your other people's skin.
Yeah.
If you're in the industry, and that's just a really important tool I think that people need to know.
Especially using different products that you're
Absolutely.
not used to. You have to be
Your
patient.
skin has to get used to it, for sure.
Well, and just your experience with that is a good testimonial for you to have for your clients. Like, just be patient. I've been in your shoes.
Yeah.
I've been there. So awesome. Anything else you had to share with our viewers tonight?
I know that we've touched on how fast the program goes by, about 4.5 months.
Yeah.
And it is, you know, I'm sure you hear everywhere, like, oh, it goes by so fast, but you don't really truly realize how fast it goes by until you're in it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it literally feels like we blinked and now we all have like 2 weeks left in the program and we're like, okay, what's going on? So to just really know that, like, cherish your time here so much. This education is incredible, and to just find the thing you love in the program, a part of it. I love the science behind it. Mallory loves the waxing. There's something for everybody in such a short time, and so it's so important to take advantage of that.
Great tip. I love that. Yes. And we have actually some of the new aesthetic students who started on Monday logged in. So I love that you guys are listening. So you can hear feedback from these students and Elise's great feedback. Erica, do you have any updates for us on this look?
I'm gonna go ahead and just proceed with the lashes.
Okay.
Just add a little bit of mascara to it.
So shadow's done. Looks so good. I'm gonna try that. Looks beautiful. Alyssa, she's starting cosmetology on March 22nd. Hi, Alyssa. Do you have any tips on eyelash extensions and doing them yourself?
Eyelash extensions.
So there's strip lashes and then there's eyelash extensions, Alyssa. So are you asking about maybe how to apply the strip lashes? And as a cosmetology student, you guys do that. So you will learn that. So Alyssa, if you want to maybe specify that question. Other viewers, if you have questions, please start submitting them. The ladies are here to answer your inquiries. Elise, was there anything else you had to talk about?
Another thing too that Mallory touched on the image line that we use here. So a lot about product knowledge. We learn so much about the products that we use here. Glow, which is our makeup line we use. Image, which is the skincare line that we mainly use. And knowing the lines is going to benefit you so much, not only for yourself and your own skin, but for every client you have, because no two people are the same. And when you first start out, you kind of are seeing different types of skin, which kind of allows you to be like, oh, okay, this product would be good for this person and not so good for this person, and vice versa. But the more you're in the program, it becomes like instantaneous. Like, oh, that would be good for you. It's so cool how fast that clicks in your head. And it's so important to like study up on the products. The ingredients is so important too, knowing what ingredients are good for what. And I just think that that's important and fascinating because, again, everybody's different. And you become so knowledgeable so fast in that.
Awesome. Great. Thank you for that. Mallory Miller, a current SC student who just started. She also said, oh, hi, other Mallory. Were you all into makeup prior to starting aesthetics? And if you guys, on top of that, could answer, what portion of the program would you say involves makeup?
I would say I was into makeup, but I wouldn't necessarily say I knew how to apply it correctly. I just did my best and watched YouTube videos. But now being in the program, one of my favorite things that we learned was bridal makeup. So they actually teach you how to make money doing bridal makeup. They go in depth about the business aspect of it, what to do on social media. I mean, it's amazing. So now I have an additional skill that I can make money with when I am out of school. So I love that.
Good. Good to know. What portion would you say 5 to 10% of the program is makeup, or would?
I mean, we covered it for a good 3 or 4 days, and it was kind of the week that we took our test on the makeup. But it's not a makeup.
It's definitely more
Focus?
skincare focused.
So
class.
if you're like, oh, I want to do the aesthetics program because I want to do makeup, this program is not for you.
Thank you. Yep. Awesome. Oh,
Here's the lashes.
lashes. Alyssa, hope you're tuning in. So you're putting lash strips. I hope I'm getting a good angle of this. Sorry, viewers. There we go.
So with the lash strip, what I recommend to do is measure it first to make sure that it's the length of the eye. If not, you can go ahead and cut from the outer corner of it. Also, another tip I do with the lash lift is I curl it a little bit with the eyelash curler to kind of give it a natural curl, so it won't just be so flat.
Can you show us when you're done with that the best way to measure it? So you measured it ahead of time.
I measured it ahead of time before applying the glue to it to make sure that it was going to be
The right length.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to cut
No,
this one? Oh.
it was a perfect length.
So do you guys have any tips on how to put these strip lashes on? Because I know I could use a tip or two.
My tip on them is the glue, let it kind of dry off a little bit so it's kind of tacky. And then you just start by placing it in the middle of the eye. And then slowly just working it on the outer corners. She has a really curly lash that's pushing it.
So connecting it first at the middle of the eye. Okay,
And then doing
good
the
tip.
outer corners.
And I have found that if I'm applying them to myself,
It's a lot harder.
tilting my head back and kind of just dropping it
Does help.
does help the most.
For me, sometimes too, when I'm doing my own, I will keep my eyes open.
Oh yeah.
When I do
Oh,
it,
that
yeah.
mine are open and I go.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
There's a lot of different
Good.
ways.
yeah.
Speaking of
Practice makes
lashes,
perfection, so
what'd you say?
practice makes perfection, so just
Yeah.
practice putting them on.
Good point. Elise just got her lashes done today at Capitol.
Capital, yes, wonderful.
Keep her nice and
Oh, yeah,
close.
get those
Ooh,
flutters.
yes. Who did them?
Bryn did them on the cosmetology side.
sweet
She did
Bryn.
the volume lashes today, and just amazing. We recently started offering lash extensions here as a service, and I mean the education here is through Bella Lash, and it's just amazing education. All of the girls that do lash extensions here are so highly trained and are just getting the best education right off the bat. So they do a wonderful job. Absolutely.
She did. Nice job, Bryn.
I know. good
Kudos,
job.
shout out. Does anyone have tips for balancing job and the program? I start in September. I have everything lined up, but I'm kind of nervous about juggling school and a job.
I actually have a tip. The instructors do a great job on the first day of class. They actually will send you an email, and it kind of gives you the lineup of your chapters, so you can actually read ahead and study ahead. We usually have the test on Friday mornings. Sometimes Tuesday mornings, it just depends, but I really suggest reading your chapter over the weekend, because then on Tuesdays we have theory, which is PowerPoint, and so definitely read during the weekend, and don't save it for the night before.
Yes.
Good tip.
Yes.
Yes.
And if you're a slow writer, take notes before theory, because you're not going to keep up.
So if you're a slow writer, take notes before theory, because all of the theory material will be online.
They send
Cool.
it to you right when you start.
This is beautiful. When you looked up like that, you can really see the lashes and the...
I'm just applying some eyeshadow on the bottom to kind of make the eye pop a little more.
Okay, next time we do this, I'm going to be the model. This looks really good, Erica.
Yeah.
Very good. Let's see. Emily Page says, this is beautiful. Thanks, Emily. How much is it to get those extensions? They're looking good. Elise, how much are the lash extensions for the public?
$110 for volume lashes.
Hun-
For hybrid lashes, which is a mix between the classic and the volume, it's $95. And then I want to say for classic, it's like $65. I might not be completely accurate on that, but
Sure.
around there for sure, yeah.
Okay. How could I schedule to get lash extensions?
You can schedule over the phone. I don't know if we're able to schedule online for lash extensions quite yet, but you can go ahead and call Capital at their phone number and then just let them know that you want to get some extensions, and they'll hook you up with a good stylist here.
Perfect. So it's 402-333-3329, and it's extension 0 to talk with reception. What other questions do you guys have? Take advantage of these students and their knowledge and their experience. We've got about a couple minutes left. I'm definitely doing this. Thank you. Way to be a good advertisement.
She has me convinced I need them too.
And doing brows now, Erica?
Yes, she has pretty filled brows, so I'll kind of touch them up a little bit.
So, dress code. As you guys can see as you're viewing, this is the uniform, the dress code the students have on the aesthetic side. Aside from this look, and I will send, for you future students, I'll send you information on this about a month before you start, just in case it changes from now until this time you start. But if you students can kind of tell us, aside from this, what else should they know about dress code?
Well, definitely it cuts down the time it takes to get dressed in the morning, which I very much appreciate. You know what you're wearing every day. It's really nice.
Sure.
It's also very, very comfortable. So standing up, being here for your late night, just throughout the day, you're always going to be comfortable, especially when you get some nice comfortable shoes as well. That makes a huge difference. It's a very nice uniform to be able to wear every day. Absolutely.
And you will get oil and wax and powder
Absolutely.
on your stuff, and it will ruin whatever you wear. Not
Yeah.
scrubs, but whatever else you
The
wear.
scrubs don't stain.
No,
They,
so nice.
yeah, they're wonderful.
And hair and makeup and nails, anything they should know about dress code for those?
Nails can't be long. They have to be short, trimmed, nothing crazy. You can have them painted, but they need to be painted like,
They can't be chipped.
yeah, they cannot be chipped. As far as makeup goes, right now with the masks, it's mainly you need to have like eyeshadow, mascara on, and then for hair, your hair just needs to look nice and uniform
And clean.
clean. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Good to know.
But by short nails, like not over your fingertips. You can't see your nails over your fingertips.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will have to cut them. I think, Erica, you have to cut yours, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've all been there at
Yes.
some point.
So do you have makeup on the brush you're using right now?
I do. I have eyeshadow.
Eyeshadow.
And
Okay.
It's just a dark brown eyeshadow that I have.
Interesting.
She doesn't have a lot to like fill in. She just kind of give it a little bit more of a shape.
Yeah, fun fact about aesthetic school is you have to grow out all of your body hair, including your eyebrows. So if you have sparse eyebrows, they will grow back.
Yes,
So-
There will be no over plucking.
Yes.
I might be butchering this ingredient, but what products can you recommend that don't contain mica?
Micah?
Mica. I was testing you.
Well, I know that a lot of makeup products have mica in them. And I mean, a lot of products that are going to be mineral based are probably going to stay away from mica more or less. So I know that, doesn't Glow have some
Glow has a
mineral
lot of
options?
Mineral options.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Okay.
obviously, like looking at the ingredient label and just kind of testing out what works for you that doesn't contain mica. But I know that if you want something like that, then a mineral-based line might be good for you.
Okay. Good tip. I love doing fun, colorful eyeshadow. Is there any rule with what kind of makeup you can wear? I know there's a dress code, but I wasn't sure if there was any rules in with makeup.
No.
We need Kenna here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kenna is elite. She's actually graduating tomorrow, and she always has the funnest, like, most gorgeous eyeshadows on. I mean, bright pinks. Today she has little crystals inside, like, by her tear ducts in the corners of her eyes. Like, just, it's always, like, perfect and bright and fun. And
Does look good.
It always matches her mask.
Yeah,
You
she
can
always
always
color
you can be
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Yes.
What's that?
Okay.
Just don't forget the bottom.
We have a pretty good variety in this class. So
Absolutely.
natural, regular, fun.
And a lot of glam.
A lot of glam. I'm going to embarrass you, Kate. Future student Mackenzie Rossell says, Kate is so pretty.
Kate is so pretty.
Kate is, yes. So one last thing I just want to touch on. I want to kind of give kudos to these two here, Kate and Erica. Well, Kate is elite. Woo! And Erica, it's official. She had, yes, your interview. Okay, awesome. So these two are elite students. Kate, while she's doing your makeup, can you kind of, I guess, summarize, quickly explain elite, what it took to get there and what it means?
Of course. So Elite is a really great opportunity that they present to you when you first start aesthetic school. And at first it seems a little intimidating. You have to acquire $2,000 in service sales and $2,000 in product sales. So overall $4,000, which seems like a lot, but it is definitely attainable. My biggest advice to you is just try your best. This profession is going to literally be something that you do and get out of school and make money doing. So really try and shoot for elite to see how far you can push yourself. I wanted to hit elite, I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't get super nervous about it. I really just told myself I'm gonna do the best I possibly can, and if that means I hit elite, then that means I'm really meant to be in this industry. And so when I hit elite, I was really proud of myself. And it's just great because these girls are all so kind. We all cheer each other on. And so when Erica made it, we all take photos together and congratulate one another. It's just, we are each other's support system. When you go out into this industry, this group is who you have to rely on. So it's like a family. So definitely have a good, positive outlook coming in and know that these are going to be your friends and they're going to be your family by the end of the program. So.
We see each
Great
other more than
feedback.
we see our own families at this point.
Emily says you all seem like the nicest people ever.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Okay, we've got about 1 minute. So I'd say, Erica, when you're done with the liner, we'll probably wrap up. Or is that kind of one of your last steps? Okay, good timing. Very good. And with Elite, there's Elite on the cosmetology side and there's Elite on the aesthetic side. There are scholarships that are offered on both sides. So, yes, very pretty.
JD take you out to dinner.
Yes. Date night for sure. Awesome. Very beautiful. Well, I think we have answered all the questions. And for the most part, I think you ladies have kind of covered what you wanted to cover. Thank you guys, you four, for being, sorry, I can't fit y'all in one. Sorry, viewers. Get them car sick. But no, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, aesthetic students, for all your awesome feedback. Real quick, a quick announcement about a opportunity. I put it on the social media pages, so I kind of teased you guys this morning. I'm gonna let Kate make the announcement.
Yes, oh my gosh, get excited, everybody. We have
Woo!
we have an awesome opportunity. So a $500 scholarship could potentially be yours. All you have to do is attend our next 3 events. So April, May, and June, mark your calendars, and then take the survey afterwards, and you could potentially have a $500 scholarship. So
Awesome. Thank you, Kate. So log in like you are right now. It's the same process as we had for the first quarter scholarship series, which tonight wraps up that series. So in about 60 seconds, I will be posting the survey in the comments, and then we will start a new scholarship series in April. So awesome. And lastly, the scholarship award winner, I should say, will be announced sometime in April. So make sure you're tuning in on social media. We might announce it at the April trial and hair. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight to the last 3 sessions and future sessions. Thank you, aesthetic students. Woo!